Hey, everybody, welcome to day 285 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is Thursday, March 20th, 2025. And sales-wise, whoa, I don't even know what happened today. Like nothing happened today. Well, maybe like three sales, I think, 3 or 4 sales, like across all the platforms. Just a super slow day. And yeah, I don't know. So, needless to say, we did not hit our sales goal today. But I used the day instead of spending a lot of time shipping. I used the day to list, and we had some C chat stuff to catch up on. So that was good. And everything is coming along. I did get back to the gym, yesterday and today. It was not easy to, get up that early and go, but I did it. I feel good about it. And not easy. But if you listen to my episode from a couple of days ago, you'll know that getting back on track is like when you set those things, you have to do the hard things. Those are the things that I was willing to pay the price for. That's why I set my tactics that way. So, yeah. All right. So good. I think I'm back on track, ready to go and get back on schedule. All right. So I was listening to the Jay Shetty podcast today and I loved this. I'm going to listen to it again because I loved it so much. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow as well because there were two amazing points there's way more than two amazing points in this episode, but it is Hannah Berner. She is a comedian. She also has two comedy podcasts, which I have not listened to, but absolutely I am going to start. So it's called Signs It's Time to Quit and How to Find Your True Passion. And she talks about a lot of different things in this episode. It's just very, very interesting to hear her perspective because, I love to laugh and she believes that laughter is really important. I think she's actually married to another comedian, but her life story is so much more interesting than that. Anyway, she was talking about anxiety or feeling anxious in certain situations and how a lot of times that is a sign that you are like, if you're anxious around a certain group of people, they're probably not the right people. If you find yourself like not being able to be yourself or, hiding your true feelings or thoughts, it's probably not the best fit. And putting yourself in situations, pay attention to that anxiety and that feeling. If something is, off, is that what's causing the anxiety? Do you think it's maybe surrounding yourself with the wrong people? I never thought about like that in terms of anxiety and feeling anxious, but I'm definitely going to explore that. I'm really interested in that because I think it is true when you feel anxious around certain people. Maybe it's just not, not the right fit. And how important it is to really cherish the friendships where you can be yourself totally. And maybe you don't need a large group of friends. Like I don't have a large group of friends. I guess I have quite a few friends, but they're all people I feel really comfortable with and can be myself around. And age has definitely helped with that, right? And we had a saying in C chats when we first started, and it kind of helped to deal with a lot of the negativity, whether it was negativity from people that were watching or listening to our episodes. Even I feel this with Reseller Reflections, like I get it. I'm not for everyone. We're not for everyone. We're not going to click with everyone. There's all sorts of people in the world. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay to let that go, right? You don't have to be liked by everyone. And letting a lot of that go and just saying when something happens, well, you know what? I'm not for everyone. As long as you're being a good person and being authentically yourself, I say whip that phrase out whenever you need it. You know what? I'm not for everyone. And that is totally fine. And I don't know if that came with, Molly's wisdom or whether it was, a result of turning 50 and really just not caring so much anymore what people think. You hear that as people age, they care less and less about what other people think about what they're doing, what they're saying, and they feel more free to live their lives authentically. So whatever it is, it has made me very happy. But it has also allowed me to, find true friends that, I wouldn't trade for the world. So, yeah. All right. So maybe just repeat that to yourself the next time there's negativity or you're feeling anxious in a situation or you're not feeling accepted. You know what? I'm not for everyone, and it is okay. So in conjunction with that, I was also listening to a specific podcast I listened to that's probably not of interest to anybody else, but it just has to do with personality, a specific personality type, which happens to be my personality type. I'll give it a shout out and link it up in the show notes if anybody is interested, but it is INFJ, Epic Life. And she was talking about, people with that specific personality type just really expect everyone to be like, I think this goes for everybody. Like, we kind of expect everybody to understand things from our viewpoint, and we assume that everyone else's brains and thought process and feelings operate the same way that ours do, right? It's just a very, I guess, egocentric kind of view. And I guess I thought that because I tend to go like very deep, very fast with friends, even acquaintances. And some people just don't want to do that. Like, it's just going to be surface. And you know what? That's okay. But for some reason, I had always thought that because I think that way, or like like I'm not happy unless I'm really having a deep conversation about something. Like, I can't stand small talk. I assumed everyone was that way. Now, I could see that other people were not that way, but for some reason, like, just, egocentric, I thought that they were. And maybe that led me to forcing myself and my viewpoints on other people. So hearing her say that was definitely very interesting. And it just kind of played into the, I'm not for everybody or for everyone. And that is totally fine. And I think I'm going to be more cognizant of that going forward. The fact that, people don't necessarily want to have a deep conversation, or a lot of people are happy keeping small talk and keeping it on the surface. And that's really cool. It'll make things a lot easier for me. I don't know why that took 50 years to figure out, but I somehow needed somebody else to say that. And yeah. All right. So that was what came out of listening to the Hannah Berner on the Jay Shetty podcast, the On Purpose podcast. I'm going to link it up in the show notes here, the YouTube video. And I hope you enjoy it. You'll probably get something totally different out of it. And again, I'm going to talk about another thing that she addresses at the end of the video. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. I'll save it up for tomorrow. I've said enough for tonight. I hope everybody is reset to zero. I know I am. It feels good to be getting things under control here. My shipping station still needs a little work. It is reset to zero, but I have some new boxes that I need to line up and put under there. I'll probably do that before I go upstairs tonight. All right, guys, I hope you have an incredible night. I hope you enjoy the podcast. I am linking up in the show notes. If not, you can just get the summary here. All right, I will see you on day 286 of Reseller Reflections. Night, night.